Oi, there's a huge shark coming at ya.
No, I really can't complain.
This guy right here is a bar chick coral trout.
We got fire, baby.
Yes!
In it for keepsake, in the field with the cleat lace. Beat the flip with the bare face and a slick time, that's what she say. She look good, she a big tease when she bite lip with the wink face. Hella bad when she done with it bag, she bring out my way for the team
You can
play.
tow my jet ski, so
Pete say, I'm above average,
push
I pay
the
my
steer in,
stats. I got a bag when she say,
obvious.
give me 10, get a bronze chain.
What was that? A big thing for us is sustainability. Spearfishing is honestly the best way to harvest fish. Only taking what you need and being selective with it, and that's what we're trying to promote with these guns. So if you guys are buying these guns, we would like to see you guys doing the right thing out there and having fun with it. Just a quick one before we get straight into this episode. Jacko's spear guns that he's been working on for a couple of years now are finally online, youngbloods.co. You guys who've been watching us know all about them. We're gonna cook up some trout and a roll in the clips from the other day with the boys. G'day guys, welcome back to another episode. Me and the boys are back out in the boat. We had a crazy little morning on the way out here. It was a bit blowy, so we stopped off halfway. We found this huge train of manta rays. It stretched for about 2 nautical miles, 50 to 100 manta rays, and we just cruised along there looking at them. Rightio. It's a big dog.
That is a big dog.
Alright. Oh, let's cobia, go, Sam, one, let's cobia, one.
Let's go.
Yes, you're on, give it to her. Yes! Whoa! Sammy! Woohoo! Sammy! Yeehaw, boy! That's a big cobia. Do you see it hit it right on the side of the boat, Sammy?
That was so cool.
Oh, geez, that's surely got to run some more. Look at the size of it! Oh! Oh, shark! 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 Get it up! Oh, big lemon. I don't think lemons will... I've never seen a shark eat a cobia before, so... This thing's gonna go nuts, D-Man. Get him! Someone get D-Man. You got it? I got a glove, D-Man. Give it to Jared. Just bring it in the back, D-Man.
Tag out, tag out.
Tag out, tag out. Tag out.
You can hold these in.
Holy shit! Look at the size of it.
Steer up this way, Sammy.
Hello, fella. Oh, manta ray. Whoa, Sammy! Oh. See ya, buddy. Oh, wow,
That thing was gone. Thank you, boys.
What we're up to right now is I'm just sanding around looking for some ground. It's not too bad to visit at the moment. We are still waiting for that weather to completely back off. It's meant to be glassy soon, and then we're going to punch far and wide. But at the moment I'm just doing a few loops, looking for some ground. The boys are suiting up behind me. Going to get Jared to do a few bombs on some ground, and if we find any fish, we'll get in, maybe take one each or something like that before we punch out. Go for more and explore out wide. No real plan today. Ooh, no, not quite. There's a little showing on the sounder there. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. See that little lump there? Almost good. Anyway, I'm gonna keep doing this, and we're really just winging the day. Definitely gonna do a cook up later because I'm already getting hungry. It is 11 o'clock right now, so yeah, got the rest of the day to look forward to. Jared's just dropping down now. We've just come across this little nug in 15 meters. Heaps of action down there. The boys are just getting ready in case Jared comes up and says there's fish on. We have never, ever dived this spot, so it's all exciting. We just love finding new ground because the whole point of it is not pumping one spot, spreading it out, taking 1 or 2 fish from each area, and then just keep moving on. So year after year after year, we come back to the same ledges and there's always normally fish on it. So big trout. Just dropped the boys in on a bit deeper spot. We're in 17 to 18, and I think the gun went off. It looks like Jacko, but good sized trout. Good sized trout. So the way the boys are diving, because it's quite dirty here and a little bit of a rip, is there's only one person going down, 3 of them watching, just to make sure, and they try and never lose eyesight of the boys. When the hair and gun go off, like I think they just did, they act and they always follow them around. See how Jared's got his eyes fixated on D-Man? He's coming up, semi too. Jackson's just dealing with his trout down the back here, and I'm always watching, I'm always hanging around, making sure that I can come over and put assistance wherever it needs be. Strider's waiting for the fish to come to the boat. Another shot. Hopefully big jobby. Ooh.
There's so many jobbies.
Go, Sam! You go.
Oh,
Heaps of jobbies. Heaps of jobbies.
so many jobbies.
Jobbies.
Heaps of jobbies. Take this. Chuck them in. I'm gonna get over to the boys while you.
That's big, look at that.
Look at that, it's a monster. A good shot too, right? The cheek, eh? This guy right here is a bar cheek coral trout. They don't really grow much bigger than this. This is probably like a 7 kilo fish. Probably one of our favourite target species around here. They taste delicious. They are in plentiful numbers around here. They mature quite quickly and they grow quite quickly. They breed a lot, so there is a high number. Can't go off? But you obviously just want to take what you need. There's literally, the boys said there's trout everywhere. They could go and just smack it and rape it, but that's not what we're about. So the gun went off. There's a big school of jobbies down there. I'm going to put this guy in the esky. Good one.
Yeah, it's sitting there staring at me. I was sort of down the bottom.
Much down on the ledge there?
Still a heap of fish around.
Big fish around.
Just waiting for those jobbies to maybe come back in, but
yeah. What the boys do when they get the fish in their hands, the first thing they do is they brain it, which is just killing the fish straight away. 1, it obviously puts the fish out of misery. 2, it stops any sharks from creeping up. And 3, when the fish is actually thrashing around while you're trying to hold or anything like that, it can get quite dangerous, especially if you've got a knife in your hand. So you want to deal with it real quickly. Then the next step, what they do is they cut the throat, and that bleeds the fish out, preserves the flesh, cleans the flesh, and just makes it a better table eating fish. So if you guys ever see in any of our clips how we're spiking the fish and it looks a bit gnarly, we're actually trying to put the fish straight out of its misery. It's a lot better than leaving it on the deck or letting it float around or anything like that. So that's why we do that with the YBS dive knives. If you want dive knives, youngbloods.co, check them out. We're pretty stoked with how those knives turned out. They're a great tool for that, great tool for safety, and you should have one on you. Not just a YBS knife or whatever knife when you're free diving or anything else. There's a safety aspect. But the boys are still drifting around. Oh, there's a bust up at the back over there. They really want these jobfish. Jobfish are like one of the hardest fish to target around here. They're super flighty, super hard to find, and they taste bloody good. Jared's getting harassed by a sea snake. Look, oh, it's just diving down now. Just pulled up to another place. G-Man and Jackie just did a bomb on us. It's absolutely beautiful down there. Trout, Rankin, everything. It's just loaded. But we don't need any more trouts. The boys have just about got one each. I don't think Jared's got one, but I don't think he wants to get one. We got a few yesterday as well. We do have no fish at home except for what we shot yesterday. So I think the boys are after a few more fish if they're there. Woo! Just heard gunshot. I think Jacko's coming up with a little red for lunch. Let's go over and suss it out. New spot, never dove it before. Oi, there's a huge shark coming at ya. Big.
150 metres away.
Oh, you got a big red, brother. And there's a big shark. That's a tiger shark.
Yes, Jared.
Big tiger shark. Jared! Oh, you put it to sleep too, did you, son?
I did this horrible time with the safety though.
Oh.
I had like 4 failed attempts on it.
Oh, let's go suss out what this big shark is too.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a big fin over there.
Good stuff.
Oh my God.
That's sick.
Yes!
That's
Jared, come through the goods! Monster red! Look, oh, look, huge!
Oh, that's a big target.
Oh yeah. Jacko, you film. I'm gonna drive over there and Jacko, just... Oh, we win! Oh. As soon as he went down, this big tiger shark off in the distance turned and fin out, come straight at Jared, but Jared was down there. And what happened when you got down there, Jared?
So I got down there, saw this go pretty much straight away, got super excited, lined it up, went to shoot, pulled the trigger, safety was on. At least I thought it was on. It was kind of half on. So pushed safety off, which I thought was off, but actually put it more on. Went for another shot. And then I think it was the 3rd or 4th time I finally got the safety right. And then
what was it? What was that fish? Was it just sort of?
He swam away a little bit, and then for the second shot he was side on, and then swam away a little bit for the 3rd shot.
Oh, on the bottom?
Maybe about a metre off the bottom.
Yeah, cool.
So I got very lucky.
That's so good. Such a good fish, man. It's exactly what we come out here
5
for.
kilos of red emperor.
Woo!
So
Well done, man.
nice, bro. Like that. Yeah, bro.
Boys are gonna suit back up and we're gonna go check that ledge again. We're just gonna watch each other's backs because there is that big tiger swimming around, but it was super chill on the surface. And if anything, it got really spooked with the boat. So we're gonna re-suit up, hop back in, see if we can get another one. Woo! We got fire, baby. There is a part 2 coming of that trip that we just did with the boys a few days ago, and it just gets wild from here on in. We actually catch the biggest fish we've ever caught. What we're doing right now is we're down the beach. Me and Jack are gonna cook up this trout that we got, and what?
Forgot the seasoning.
How did we forget the seasoning? That's you. We forgot to season it. Oh no. Oh well, at least it's trout. It's gonna be beautiful with just a little bit of oil anyway. If you guys haven't figured it out already, we got a brand new BRP Can-Am Defender Pro from our friends. Same mob that hook us up with the Sea-Doos. We really appreciate it. I will run you guys through the Defender in another episode when I do a big camping mission along here or something like that. It can tow my jet ski, so we're super excited about that. Lots of stuff coming to YBS. Actually, a lot of stuff coming to YBS. There's so much going on. We've got a house tour coming up for all these guys that have seen my Instagram post recently. Me and Jack are just going to run through the guns. This one here is my personal gun. It's a 1400. There's 1200s and 1000s. We can run you through the sizing and everything like that and what we use them for in a little bit. But we'll jump straight into the actual, I guess, the fundamentals of the gun, what it's made of and all that right now. Get the man himself, Jacko, to do it. He's literally been working on these for the last 2 years in an old busted caravan in the back of his house. He's done pretty much everything himself. Tell us all about it. Strider! Hey? All right.
The stock's a solid timber.
Strider!
So
you've got lead somewhere?
Lead weights up the bum of it. Under the Youngblood's cereal plate, there's a lead weight, the ballast. So when it's loaded, it should really sit neutral buoyancy. So if you're 2 meters down, it shouldn't really sink or float fast, or if you're 30 meters down, it should
Yep, be neutral.
Yeah, when you fire, the stock will float straight away though.
Mm-hmm.
We use them, it's just more of a solid piece, less moving parts in there for a bit of everything, longer lasting. Some trigger mechs will have an auto line reset, so when you push the spear in, it will push this back and you can cock the spear in. These are missing that part.
Most of the time in track mechanisms, that auto reset is the part that fails all the time. So we opted on like removing that because the amount of times we use it, how rugged and how rough we treat our guns, we want them to be reliable so we can keep using them all the time. So all you got to do is when you reload it is just reset that yourself.
That just falls back, slight little bit of weight and it clicks in.
Perfect.
That's off, that's on. Really simple, it's literally a bar of stainless. It just makes a physical barrier, so.
Yep, we're really big on safety. Really big on the safety mechs in guns because I've seen so many photos and videos of people accidentally shooting their mates, loaded guns sitting in the bottom of boats going off and stuff like that, and it's just dumb as shit, guys. Like, yes, you might accidentally leave the safety on when you're shooting a fish, like what Jared just did, but you're always going to get another shot, and man, you don't want to be shooting your mate through the leg or worse, you know. You guys have all seen photos and stuff.
Spear is 7.1 mil spring steel.
Custom YBS spear, right?
If you like that. Custom YBS 85 mil flopper. You got intermediate shark fin tabs on the spear.
So they're stronger, right?
Yeah, well, all our experience, we kept them snapping at the notches.
Yeah,
notches
you did.
when it's
Yep.
ground into it.
Yep.
It's easy to load as well. You're not sort of trying to fight to get the rubber in there.
So our guns, when they come, they're not going to come with the reel. The reel is an option, so don't be confused that when you do purchase one of these, it'll just be the gun. You can add the reel on, which we recommend. Obviously, we use a reel for nearly everything we do.
It's sealed in a 2-pack polyurethane.
Yeah, I've seen you in there in your sperm suit spraying it.
Yep.
I don't know, I treat mine like shit, man.
Yeah, no, we
And it's still good. Like, that's original, and I treat it like crap. So they're pretty hardy.
Yeah. Don't treat it like Brodie does. You can get spear guns, you can throw them together and they're going to work because it's a spear gun, but you can ballast them and...
You can overpower them too.
Yeah, so you can overpower a spear gun and you're going to get shaft whip and it's going to come out and go everywhere. You can underpower it and you're not going to get any distance with your spear. It's a full open track, obviously. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
An enclosed muzzle, it's full open track.
Strutter's all up in your grill. Strutty! Really, a lot of you guys that are probably going to purchase these have been watching us for a while, and you realized how often and how much we've used these guns in all different conditions, all different fish, all different sizes. I've explained a lot in previous episodes all about these guns, so a lot of you are probably full bottle. For those of you who aren't, I hope this helped a little bit, and in future we'll obviously tell you more about it. You can support Jacko as well. He's put his heart and soul into making these guns, hooking up all the boys with guns. He spent so much time while juggling his job and his family and all that. So if you guys can support him, that'd be so rad. And they are actual banger guns. Man, I put my name to them. Literally, that's why they're YBS Youngblood spear guns. There's a very, very limited stock of these spear guns online right now, youngbloods.co. I do have to tell you guys that it's only shipping to Australia for these. Obviously, we're working towards worldwide shipping and stuff. We'll see how these go. Thank you guys just for supporting us, and I appreciate it might be a little bit frustrating for everyone out of Australia, but it's how it is. Righto guys, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for part 2. It's going to be an absolute banger. Cheers for your support, guys. Get your guns online if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of days when I finish episoding part 2. Did I say finish episoding?
Oh, I was just trying to compute it.
Episoding?
Finish episoding.
I meant editing. That's a wrap, baby.